My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. We are here to play the Silent on Ascension 6 Gloom. I'm not adding Now's Fury. You couldn't pay me to add Now's Fury to this deck. Precarious Shears, though. Silent does start with the largest deck, courtesy of having Ring of the Snake, which draws you 2 additional cards at the start of each combat, in order to make sure that Silent still cycles her base deck in 2 draws. She has 2 additional base cards, so removing those really helps increase the density of the Survivor and Neutralize. 3 Elite, possible late shop alteration as well. 3 Elite, 3 midline? Doesn't seem bad. Oh, 3 Elite, 2 midline. Yeah, that's worse. We don't really have... Well, I guess we can dodge the second Elite if I really feel bad after the first one, and then I have a decent amount of time to recoup before the second. Okay. I'm happy with that. Alright, Fuzzy Worm Crawler. Time for you to face the wrath of multiple strikes. The Silence specifically fighting against the Fuzzy Wormcrawler early is so... You have no source of vulnerability, no source of additional damage over time. You just... Your best damage turn is drawing 3 strikes and neutralize. I'll take Dagger Spray. First AoE. Fight some enemies in order to heal 21. Now, some enemies I'm almost certain is the Parasites, and it's 4 of them. Parasites have between 16 and I think 21 HP. So Dagger Spray would need to be played twice as well as a couple of daggers on each of them. So ultimately, would I take more than 21 damage in this fight? Probably. I'll remove a basic strike. Also, I've mentioned it before, but for every card you remove, the value of removing the next card goes up. The example being, remove a single card from a 100-card deck, you've made 1% difference. Remove a single card from a 2-card deck, you have changed 50% of the deck. That said, that kind of thing works best when some of the cards in the deck are good. Look, I'm not going to tell you footwork is bad. Acrobatics is certainly incredible. Do I take Acrobatics? Acrobatics would allow me to take pretty much any Sly card. Okay. You convinced me. Sly Dog. I mean, I'll Acrobatics just in case I get... Oof, I guess it was Neutralize I was looking for there. All's well, 2 strikes next turn will do it. Ooh, Fruit Juice. Ooh, Assassinate. 0 energy, innate. Deal 10 damage, apply 1 vulnerable. That removes itself from the deck. That's not technically part of our deck. I mean, it is part of our opening draw, but, like, it doesn't slow down our deck cycling. Oh, man, this is... I'm very glad that I had a card here so that I could draw into some aggression on that first turn, because otherwise that vulnerability was going to waste with that big defensive hand. Got Fruit Juice of 5 max HP, which... hang on. Survivor first. Yeah, no Acrobatics this turn. Just deal 8 damage and defend. This turn... this one's an all-out defense. Buddy, do you want to let up? I know the answer is no, but I feel inclined to ask. I'll take the 3 this turn, because it's either that, or I draw, I full defend, and then I have to hope on getting lethal the turn after. Deck spot, gain 2 decks, and second Acrobatics. That's a deck that doesn't do anything. Alright, Blade Dance. I'm pretty scared right now. I'm shaking in my little booties. I wish weren't. I wish I weren't. Oh, we even drew neutralize. Next turn's all aggression, so I know I'll be splitting you. Probably gonna end up using the deck spot in this fight. Oh, wow. Real aggressive draw. 1, 2, 3. 17 down to 14. No, still 3 strikes. These enemies don't weaken. Oh, hang on. It's Dagger Spray in the rest of the cycle. Dagger Spray, in fact, is the only attack in the rest of the cycle. Okay, so 8 to all. And to all and 8 knights. So 8 and 6 is 14. So yeah, that Wriggler in the front line is the right target for the neutralize. I'll probably end up pumping the deck spot next turn. Yep. Deck spot, defend, dagger. Come on, Acro back into Dagger Spray. Here we go. That's not that. Neutralized backline is now vulnerable to Dagger Spray to die. Same with the frontliner. That's not Dagger Spray. However, Dagger Spray is one of the next 3 cards and it will kill all of them. Yeah, that sucked. That sucked a lot. Very glad to have the fruit juice. Ocean Belt. Prepare? I don't know. I don't feel like any of these want to go in this deck. I do want to do a poison deck, but is this where that deck starts? With these cards? I'm definitely not going for this elite. Goodbye. Absolutely not. Very glad that I've got a path that I can duck out on. Part of me wants to take Prepared because I got a lot of card draw, and Prepared has card negativity, but it's card specificity, so I'm in a good position to take advantage of it, especially after it gets upgraded. And then if I do take any Sly cards, I'm now pretty much guaranteed to play them every turn. Or rather, trigger their Sly effects consistently. Oh, man. Yeah, that's my HP pool, buddy. That's where I keep my hit points. Can you not? Uh-huh. 7, 6, 13, so I can double defense strike and still survive this turn. I gotta do 18 this turn. Or defend 6, that's fine too. And that's lethal. I need a second damage card in this deck. Turns out you need more than one. Blade of Ink. This turn, whenever you play an attack, gain 2 strength this turn. Okay. Oh, it's not attack! Oh, I was supposed to use my fruit juice before that. Oops. Don't tell anyone I did it immediately after. Vajra! Started to come up with 1 strength. I don't have anything high cost in here, but Peck would be nice. Yeah, definitely transform a strike into it though. That's a Lee's Waffle if I've ever seen one. It allows me to guarantee that this is an upgrade. And probably the one after our Bygone Effigy as well. Blade of Ink. Assassinate. Dagger Spray, and then Peck. Yeah, pretty good first turn. Blade of Ink's nice. Good blade, turns out. Nice to ink the blade. Good inking, whoever did that. And no more Bygone Effigy. War Paints. Second Dagger Spray is only appealing because of Blade of Ink already being in the deck. But it is appealing. Oh, acrobatics and prepared with the targets there. That was nice. Blade, assassinate, neutralize. So this will be 11 with vulnerability. That's, yeah, lethal on the back, and then the front. Okay, Blade of Ink, good. I'm willing to go out on a limb now and say Blade of Ink actually quite good. Follow through is still fine in this deck because we do have a decent amount of skills, and weakening all of the enemies for 1 upgrades to 2 turns is really relevant. Assassinate getting a second turn of vulnerability also seems nice. But especially considering this is an AoE fight, I'll take the weak upgrade. We're prepared first, just in case we get Blade of Ink. Good choice. So... Blade Dance gives us a lot of strength. I feel like I should Blade of Ink, Blade Dance, and then use an AoE of some kind. But I have to use all the attacks first, so it can't be follow-through. I'll also pop an attack pot this turn. Echoing Slash is fine. So, Assassinate. Hang on. Raps. What is the first card you play if you're using Blade of Ink? I'll give you a quick second to answer that one. It rhymes with Blade of Ink. Alright. Echoing Slash. Blade of Ink is now played. I played of Ink it. That was pretty good. Yeah, it did pretty good. I don't need to take any damage here. These Waffle really turned all of our fortunes around. Second Blade of Ink? I mean, we know tracking is good, but what about a second Blade of Ink? Do we know if that's any good? I do like the idea of Night Trap as well. Play every Shiv from your exhaust pile on the enemy. I don't make that many of them, though. I only make 3. But what about a second Blade of Ink? Ooh, can I have energy, please? All right, that might be the opposite of energy. But you know what deck could use a Wraith form? 3 energy worth of don't attack me for 3 turns while I kill you. Probably this ultra aggressive deck. I'm gonna get real toxic with it and put myself here, which guarantees that I then have to take 2 more elites. Oh, and actually it guarantees I have to take 4 elites if I take that first one. I have no opportunity to duck out. Oh, there's tension in my tummy. I want to do it, but is it the right thing? Especially without additional energy, there is some difficulty in reaching the numbers I'm gonna need here. I'll use Adaptive Strike, see if I can stop the damage. Wraith Form. There you go, 1 damage to me. I got 2 more turns to kill you. 1, 2, 3, got him. See, it works. All the time, importantly as well. It always works. Dagger Spray? I don't know about that. Clicked it. You don't take footwork in the deck that you're intending not to defend in. I will take another Blade Dance, though, even on upgrade. Got them all. Backflip's not bad. I'll take one. I'm feeling pretty bad about this idea of the upcoming elite floor, I gotta say. It's appealing to me less and less the more and more I think about it. Two damage? Not worth saving 2 damage to use a pot here, certainly. Blade of Ink. Strike, and that, and then Dagger Spray for all the damage. Upgraded prepared? Yep. Oh, have mercy on me. This doesn't look like mercy on me, game. This looks like aggression. And you know, this means war. I think I go all out aggressive this turn. I think I flex pot. Assassinate. Blade Dance. Follow through. Neutralize Shiv, Peck. Yeah, so I got a cop 14 here, but I ideally can draw lethal. There we go. The worse, the longer I let that fight go on, the worse it was going to get. Firepot and Miniature Cannon. Upgraded attack deals 3 additional damage. Hey, that means Dagger Spray is now 18 damage to all enemies. That's pretty good. Footwork, Fan of Knives, Precise Cut. I like Fan of Knives here. Yeah, real good. I'm definitely not giving normality to something, but enchant something with perfect fit. Put a blade of ink, maybe. Start of the second draw pile, Blade of Ink. Seems decent to me. Oh, this is an uncharacteristically defensive hand here. Blade of Ink. Blade Dance. Blade Dance. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, damage ramping up the entire time. That worked out pretty well. Unfortunately, no defense. Oh, that's Wraith Form. Would I like 3 well, realistically 2 turns, because I spent one of the turns playing Wraith Form. But would I like 3 turns to figure out how I win? Yes. Good thing I got Wraith Form. Neutralize, Dagger Spray, and then Peck. Oh boy. Blade of Ink, Band of Knives, Shiv. Got him. Dex Spot, Starkling Rouge as well at the start of your 3rd turn. Gain strength in the Dex. Hidden Daggers. Discard 2 cards, add 2 Shivs to your hand at 0 cost. That's a way to get a lot more attacks on the same turn as a Blade of... Ooh, Elites drop an additional card, the rare card reward. That's great. I have to fight a bunch of Elites right now. I literally don't have a choice anymore. I stopped myself from having that. Because I knew if I had a choice, I'd be a coward. Feel like Blade of Ink might not work here. Let's just get that weakness on everyone. Which actually, I should have used my... Again, I will fix that. I should have used the thing first if I'm going to take an aggressive turn. The vulnerability before using draw. Then... God damn it, Ryan. The Dex Pot. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to restart the top of that fight that many times. That. We did it. It's done. Even if there's a mistake, that's it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Band of Knives. Blade Dance. Shiv, 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 shiv. Pendulum. Whenever you draw a shuffle... whenever you shuffle your draw pile, rather, draw a card. Speedster. Whenever you draw a card during your turn, deal 2 damage to all it. I don't really do that much. Pinpoint. Slice. No. Ooh, Adrenaline. Yes, please. Do I take Pinpoint? It's a free attack on a turn where I'm doing a lot of draw. I feel like because it's only one hit, it really doesn't really work with us. Enchants a power with Swift so that it draws us cards. Probably don't want to do that. This one's probably nimble to give additional damage to the Dagger Spray, which is now a very good Dagger Spray. I don't need another Dagger Spray, though. No matter how good they get. I'll take a strike and then Strength Pot to prepare for possible boss fight shenanigans. Ugh, prepared. No! This is the worst scenario. I got the Blades of Ink and I got nothing to use them with. I'm going to use the Draw Pot, actually. I'm not willing to let that one lie. Blade. Blade. Then Vulnerability, and then Shiv, and then Shiv, and then Shiv, and then Neutralize. That's so much damage. It was so cool. I just had to use the Swift Pot. With Intangibility, I can only take 1 damage anyway, so I'll finish that fight. Anticipate, Deadly Poison, Sucker Punch. No, thank you. Yeah, this one's probably the one I'm most scared about. Okay, so it's going to be Blade of Ink, Peck, Blade Dance. So the Dagger Sprays get dropped here. Blade of Ink, Assassinate. Blade Dance, Shiv, Shiv, Shiv. Neutralize, and then Peck for 19 by 3. Oh my god, exact range for a Fire Pot. Perfect. Oh, this floor. 28 gold, Ghost in a Jar, gain 1 intangible. Extend the Wraith. Bronze Scales, start each combat with 3 Thorns. Up my sleeve, I do want some additional Shiv generation in this deck. And Envenom? No, Poison's not how I deal the damage with this deck. Deal 1 additional damage for each card drawn this combat. And the longer the combat goes on, the better that is, but... No. It's either take Murder or nothing, I think, here. And I'm leaning strong towards nothing. Maybe Corrosive Wave. Because I got a nut draw that, as long as I play Corrosive Wave and then play a draw card, that's enough. I'm also going to rest here. This guy is going to assign me extra damage, and I've only got 1 Wraith Form. I'm going to have to play you way later in the fight, then. I think in order to overcome this enemy, I'm going to need additional damage from a Strength Pot there. Oh my god. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of turn I didn't want to have. Blade of Ink. Play Survivor, discard a card, follow through. There you go, 2 turns of weakness. Definitely have to use up my sleeve. And bend. Okay, bottom card in the deck is... what's it called? Adrenaline. I knew what it was called, I just couldn't summon it to mind at the moment. Okay. I think long-term, the best outcome here is Corrosive Wave, Adrenaline, Acrobatics, Prepared... Maybe it's Backflip as well. just setting up consistent damage turn over turn. I want up my sleeve, but that's because in the next cycle, I think that could really help us get the big strength turn we need, but maybe this is enough. Especially because I've still got my Wraith form, and it's coming out next turn. That's actually ideal. Band of Knives, Blade Dance, Hidden Daggers, and Shiv Hive. Eat him. Got him. Yeah, you're not going to believe this, but my Shiv deck needs to play more cards than that. There's my Wraith form. Corrosive Wave prepared. It's not like we defend after this. Follow through. There we go. You have one more turn. You can do a total of 1 more damage to me. Never mind, I blocked. Another Adrenaline would slap in this deck. Accelerant, Poison Streak, an additional time. No. Corrosive Wave is not a theme of this deck worth playing a power about. Shadow Step, discard your hand. Next turn, attack, deal double damage. I'm not very good at setting up my next turn either. I can take Shadow Step because I have so much draw. I don't think it's going to be that much of a cost, but still, woof. 5th card you play each turn is free. That helps. That helps a lot. Just always my 2s and 3s will be in that position. Enchant 3 cards with Swift. I mean, that's really good on Adrenaline especially. Draw 5 cards, gain an energy. It'd be pretty good on the Assassinate, just more cards in the opening hand, and Blade of Ink as well. But I do think anything that gets me the ability to cast more things is what I need right now. There's another risky 4. I'm going to take the path to get there. I don't know if I'm ready for a risky 4. Assassinate, prepared, up my sleeve. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up using weak Potion of Binding here. Yeah, I will. Flick-Lack, Memento Mori, and an unupgraded Prepared do not interest me. Add a Decay to our deck. Enchant a card with Do Not Exhaust. Like, I'd like that on Adrenaline, but do I get to cycle the deck enough that that really matters? Or do I just take Old Soul? Also, I have a Decay in the deck after I do that, but I probably get to remove it. Alright, fine. Adrenaline doesn't exhaust anymore. Oh, this one's an aggressive turn. And then the 5th card is free. It's either Prepared Plus or nothing, and I think we've probably got enough of them. Oh, hell yeah. Fan of Knives. Sure am. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Dagger Spray finishes. Good fight. Pounce, Poison Stabbed, and Bouncing Flask. None of them interest me. Ooh. Healed 10% of my max HP. Starting each combat with 4 block. That's great. I'm going to take those 2. I also want the Venerable Tea set. I will take Orichalcum as well. Hell yeah. Yes. Yeah, absolutely Wraith Form first turn. Maybe I should have used the Duplicator on the Wraith Form first turn, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, Poison Wave. Don't draw anything that the Poison Wave wants to be used with, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm starting to feel maybe the Duplicator was in order. Yeah, so I got Blade of Ink at the bottom of the deck. And then another Blade of Ink at the top of the deck. Okay, I play both of these, and then I use Duplicator on Blade Dance. Okay. Hey, that did a lot better than I thought it would. I'm also going to pop the Ghost in a Jar here. Nullify our damage down, and then heck him to death. Ornamental Fan, every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain full block, hell yes. Strength Pot for the final fight, ideally. Well-laid plans. A single well-laid plans in this deck really does help. And tools to trade. It's on your turn, draw 1, discard 1. Oh, I like the specificity you can get with that. Second Fan of Knives also appeals, but just as an expensive Blade Dance. Petrified Toad, so I can get some rock-shaped potions. I'm gonna take the one less elite in order to get 2 mid-lane rests. I know, absolute cowardice. Adrenaline wants an upgrade because I really do have somewhere to put the additional energy every time. That was not the card I was trying to play. Sorry, I was trying to follow through there. This is not a Blade of Ink turn. This is a remove the enemy's artifact turn. So, 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1 more artifact. Hey, we got him. Then I can play Fan of Knives for free. And then Shiv as long as the day is. Oh, get rid of that decay. No need to worry about that. Oh, hell yeah. Shadow Step ready here to discard my hand for me. I'll Corrosive Wave Acrobatics. Excellent. Excellent. Shadow Step wants to be played at the end of the turn as well, so. Ooh, you're about to do 40 damage next turn. Wraith Form. Okay. Now tools the trade, and then Shadow Step, double damage for our attacks next turn. Enemy does no damage for this. Oh, baby. Blade Dance, Shadow Step. Let's... Hidden Daggers past defenses I don't care about this turn. Backflip. Then we can follow through. Shiv, Shiv. Dagger Spray. Decent damage. I'm going to keep my double damage for the next turn so I can finish you off easily. Yeah, like with a Dagger Spray. Blood Vial, start of each combat, heal 2 HP. Upgraded Cloak and Dagger. Yep, you make it in. Only just, though. And Knife Trap definitely makes it in now that I've got a much higher density of Shivs in here. And yeah, I'll have you upgrade them as well, buddy. Oh, well-laid plans to keep the Wraith Form in this hand. I like that. Well, I played a Shiv for free. Okay. What? No, I'll still play Tools to Trade. Will I? No. Probably getting real aggressive this... Yeah, that gets real aggressive this turn. Fan of Knives. Blade of Ink. Shiv, Shiv. Blade Dance. Shiv, 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 Shiv. Blade Dance. Shiv, Shiv. Alright, apparently they can withstand all... Ooh, expose. Remove all artifact and block from the enemy. Apply 3 vulnerable. Vulnerable is something I don't have sustained access to, and artifact is something I find very frustrating. Yeah, I knew as soon as I used that first card I was going to draw Blade of Ink. I'm going to throw a potion so that I take less damage. I think that's fair. Hitting acrobatics through these. It's fine. It's fine as well. Follow through, then... Oh. There we go. That's our 0 cost. Got him. Yeah, I've got lethal. Scared there for a second, I didn't. Beating Remnant, you can't lose more than 20 HP in a single turn. That's great. Master Planner, whenever you play a skill, it gains Sly. Honestly, Shadow Step playing all of the cards in our hands in a boss fight, yeah, I'll do that. Burst. Thank you. I want the burst upgrade there. I want a second turn. This one's strength bot at the top of the fight. I think maybe I just go straight for the queen, because with Fan of Knives, I will just also kill the Torchhead Amalgam whilst I'm at it. See? We're getting him. Master Planner prepared. And then I'll burst prepared. See if I can get all the way down to... Oh no, I couldn't. Damn. I'll weaken you. I was trying to see if I could get all the way down to acrobatics. Acrobatics. Where are you? Adrenaline. See if I could refuel that turn. Yeah, so the secret of this fight is going to be not playing Blade Wraith form too early. So I think, like, Blade of Ink, Blade Dance, extend your neutralize, Shiv AoE, Shiv AoE, Shiv AoE is probably this turn. Not liking how much damage I'm taking, though. That Wraith form in the second cycle better come soon. Annoyingly, well-laid plans needed to be played as well. I'll retain the Dagger Spray here, I think, actually. He doesn't attack until Torchhead Amalgam's dead. Knife Trap plays 15 shivs. They hit all enemies. Yeah, that's probably going to be pretty good for us. I'll play Tools of the Trade and then Knife Trap. And then it's important to note that Knife Trap is still available for the next cycle. Incoming damage 35 this turn. Enemy can be weakened. I've also got a backflip. Acro a full hand here, and then I can discard Burst, causing it to trigger twice. Sorry, causing it to trigger, rather. And then I can... Well, I could double play Hidden Daggers, fill my hand. I don't have a... Yeah, I don't have one active this turn. No, I just double play the... Next 2 turns, we deal double damage. Yeah, so once in the next 2 turns, yeah, all I need to do is draw Knife Trap, which if I discard you at the opening of the turn, it will then play you, dealing... Well, Shivs worth of damage to this enemy. Rest in peace, Queen. Aggro Silent is real. Aggro Silent is very real. I didn't even end up using the Wraith form in the final fight. I should have, as it turns out. My damage scales much faster than I thought it did. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. I know the episodes are getting shorter. Don't worry, we'll get to 820. 820. I'm gonna hack the game and add 10 more Ascension levels in. We're gonna get to 810, and then the videos will get very long again. Do not worry. A special thanks this episode to Cold Heart. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.